Hello everyone, this is Lex. Today we're continuing with this Starbound idea. Why did I go to my ship the last time? Okay, whatever. Huh. So I've been thinking, if I want to make this thing look even remotely good. So let's see. If you don't know, we're building a liquid generator. So we have different liquids, and I want to generate all of them. And now I can make this thing ugly, honestly, and just be done with it. But since I plan to go there often, I'm thinking maybe I should create it in like, how about cobblestone maybe and iron? Let's try this. We're gonna go to... Oh, it takes a while. We're gonna go to my first initial planet soon, because we have some things we need to collect from there. Let's see. Yeah, guys, this is called content. I swear, it's fun. Go enjoy it, I guess. Yeah. Again, this series is not going to be fun. My phone still hasn't been restored yet, so no microphone yet. But later, someday, some other time. I think I think we'll be fine. So, to create this thing, wait, door. I need door. We're going to need. I'll craft all of them for now, all I can. Oh, man, I think I. Oh, don't tell me. We'll see what happens. So I need some sort of a lever or a button or we can technically go to Hilotl place and get stuff from there, ideally. So let's go and do that. Yeah. So all ocean planets have a 100% chance of getting a Hilotl town in them, which is exactly the place we need to go. So let's go there. So first of all, we are looking for... Okay, food, that's good. We're looking for some kind of lever, more drains, and that's pretty much it. Actually, in all of the hill towns I've seen, there has been yeah, a fridge. So if you haven't found the desert planet somehow, you're pretty much guaranteed to find one there. Although I'm not entirely sure if it's actually guaranteed. The game is glitching again. What the fuck is this? I haven't even seen this building in my life. I've played for years. What the fuck? A medieval building in here? Huh. Oh yeah, right. I forgot it's not the sword I started with. Oh, and here's the place. Yeah, that's the place we're looking for. As you can see, 4 drains here and 4 drains on the other side. It's amazing. Amazing luck for us. Also, I can break things, as you can see. They're all protected. Let's quickly fix that. So, in order to fix that, we have to find a room like this. Yeah. And that's it. Now let this person leave. Get one switch and get the other switch. Okay, good. Now we have 2 switches, and that's the fridge I was talking about. As you can see, it's kind of even a better one than the one I'm used to. Like, it's better because it's horizontal, so perhaps you can fit more fridges in. I don't really know, but also we're going to have to go to this place again anyway, so that's kind of it. We're going to have to scan a few things from there, but I'm mainly looking for the drains. Drains are extremely important because the more drains we have, the more fuel generators we can build. And this is not the place that I'm worried about anyway, so... Actually, I'm going to try to avoid completely losing this place to water, because you see what happens. I actually can just remove the liquid sensor and it'll be fine. Yeah, like this. I did this to get the blocks recipes. Actually, I don't even need these things. And also I'm full of blocks already. Oh my god. For real? For real? Okay, look. I'm gonna get rid of some straight up useless blocks because you can't even spam these. So I collected them just because I need recipes, alright? Same with this outpost platform. This light I think you can only find here and nowhere else in this game. Did I get the light? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Also, these small lights are also kind of good because you can just place them. Yeah, actually I'm going to collect them. Because they work underwater. And, well, not everything works underwater. So pretty much electric lights work underwater, obviously. Things like torches don't. And torches is probably the best thing I have for lighting at the moment. So it's horrible. Also, do you remember the chief guy? The one who cooks, right? That guy is going to be useful to us now because we're going to sell him a lot of stuff. A lot of these useless furniture we have. Oh, that's also a merchant, so that's good. Again, if you want to steal all these items relatively risk-free, you just have to not get caught, just close doors, you know, sometimes build blocks in order to avoid line of sight. Helps a lot. Okay, that's sugar, and that's actually useful. I usually don't buy these things, but now it's kind of a good idea to, I would say. we have a assault rifle, but assault rifle, especially with this ability, nothing good really. I have never found a use for liquid sensors in my playthroughs, not even when I actually try to do something legitimate. So yeah, that's not entirely ideal. Okay, nothing else is here. Yeah, we're going to like 20 FPS level of bullshitry with this game. Ooh, I thought that Hilotl was bothered by me collecting stuff. They don't attack you immediately, but honestly, I kind of don't want to just lose this entire settlement because I didn't feel like being cautious. For now, these things still have some sort of value to me, but in the future, I assume I'm just going to gather stuff if I need that stuff. Also, have I ever collected in my playthrough? I think, yeah, these platforms. You will see why I'm doing all this later, not now. Molotovs, Molotovs. Do I even care for collecting Molotovs? Oh yeah, I'm also going to die at some point because that's me. And now I'm fully healed. In a second. By the way, have I collected a mirror block? I don't think you can find mirror blocks anywhere else in this game. Actually, maybe in a prison? There are lots of background blocks we might collect later, but whatever. Why am I collecting metal crates again? What's wrong with me? So yeah, if you ask me, only the shipping containers are worth bringing with you. I had a mod, something about storage, really, I don't remember. Enhanced storage, I think. And that mod made all of these containers useful, somehow, surprisingly. And as it stands right now, I really don't care to collect like smaller things. They hold extremely small amount of items and take up some space. But the thing with containers is you can put one on top of the other and they'll be just fine, so that's good. Also, yeah, this thing is pretty much the same from the intro of the game, except with Reef Cola. We didn't have Reef Cola, and I think we didn't have chocolate, so yeah. Still not worth collecting them. Yeah, they can give you like a infinite amount of food, but you can also have rice, so yeah. Once we get a farm with rice, so you will see just how much food I'm going to get, and I will never go hungry, because you can have up to 1,000 of rice pieces, I think, in like your inventory just here. And just imagine how much space I have for this. And that's all food. You can just get a campfire and just boil it. So also I'm gonna collect some more lights, because I have no way of crafting them now. Not on this state of the game. In this state of the game. Whatever. Usually I have less FPS drops, but this time it's because of my screen recording. Oh, I told you this game is laggy. Yeah, it's not nice. What can I say? Alright, so we've done the thing we needed. Do we go to explore the rest of this planet? It doesn't have anything else to offer to us, but it has these things you can collect and make food of. We're going to need that food, you know. We're going to have to finish the collection. Right, now that this is done, we can finally start with this entire thing, with this building project. So, how are we going to do this? Well, at first, I think we need some sort of ground to stand on, right? Let's have it built of this brick. That should be enough. I think we'll handle the interior later. I'm going to slowly build this thing out. I'm not going to build the base entirely in this episode in future episodes, because we seriously do not need a big base right now. In fact, this is the game where you don't even need a base in general. I think we're not going to have enough cobblestone. Oh, I just wanted to make this thing look beautiful. You know, function can wait. Maybe we're going to waste this episode on just collecting resources, who knows. Also, I'm going to create a human flag. Because I don't want to go back to actually... You know what? I'll just place the flag in here. Actually, ocean base. Yeah. That's how I usually name this thing. Now, we just need to go somewhere. Somewhere where we can find cobblestone. And get a lot of it. Speaking of, can I get... Okay, silk, canvas, canvas. Oh, I'm at this state. I see. So now I'm going to show you how to jump through a single layer tire, I mean. We're going to go to stop teleshop and... Huh. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Once I really messed up. I bought a wrong thing. Like 2 amounts of wrong thing that I need one. So remember, 1 silk, canvas, and canvas. 1 silk and 2 canvas. Canvas. Canvases? Canvai? Damn English, how do you even... How do you speak? How do you speak it? Okay, so the DLC, I mean the 1.4 update is here. We don't need it. Not yet. Dagger useless. Grenade launcher is... You can abuse it, but in terms of how much you're gonna waste time abusing it. Not worth it. It's not worth to have this amount of safety. The game is not that hard. So, 1 silk and 2 canvas. I have no idea why this shop even exists. It sells fuel, it sells the crafting materials that are not really that easy to get. And now, I basically skipped this tier of armor. And I always do this, which is weird. Because that's not how you're supposed to, I think, do this. Also, I think the next tier of armor, if I remember correctly, is like my favorite armor in the game in terms of looks. Because like currently we look like this, right? Yeah, I think we're going to change a few things at some point. I'm going to keep my look for now because that helm looks ugly. Shit, I had a mod that fixed the sprites, the textures of these things, of these helmets. Maybe I should have taken it here as well. I'm not changing mods now, at least, that's for sure. Speaking of, we have 8 modules of manipulator. Is it enough for anything at all? No. No. A new platform that I already have somehow. Okay, some things to scan. Let's collect these lights actually. They should work underwater. Why am I jumping over this thing? These are doors! Good old me. Okay, so I'm going to collect some trees because I want these saplings. For whatever reason. Oh man! There is also a mod, but it's kind of a gameplay changer that gives you more saplings, and you see, some trees don't drop saplings at all. And because of this, you can't farm certain trees, which is horrible for building. If you want to be a builder and you want to put trees in your builds, I mean not custom trees, but like these trees, then you're fucked. So yeah, again, this game is great for building, but just some amount of these quality of life improvements are just required. So I agree, this game requires mods to be good, which is honestly horrible. It's not how it should be. But once you have these mods, they're not even hard to implement. In 1.5, if developers included this and made Starbound not an adventure game but a building game with adventure elements, then yeah, it would be much more enjoyable. But I mean, come on, we're talking about Starbound developers. These people don't deserve to live. So like, why even ask me? Also, let's get rid of some trash here. I need to clean some inventory spaces. These blocks are not exactly cheap, I know. Actually, hazard blocks are extremely not cheap, but I mean, they just waste space in my inventory, so... Snow is like dirt, so I'm going to keep it. Who knows how long we're going to spend here. Also, pearl peas. I need them for a recipe. So the thing I've been telling people about for several years is that Starbound is not ready. It's still in beta. People just see, oh, it's release. It's 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, maybe someday. And yeah, so that game is definitely 100% on release. And then people complain that I spread misinformation. But tell me, how can you call this a release when you have so many mechanics that just don't work together? I mean, like, think about it. I like this game for being a great building simulator, but it's not really building simulator in its like design. I I think the guy behind the idea of Starbound, the ex Terraria developer, wanted his own Terraria, but in space and like randomly generated one. Uh, I gotta tell you, random generation is something of a big challenge, and so far no one has been able to really achieve it. I don't mind, like, trying. It's good if you try to prove the impossible, that impossible is possible. But at the same time, I'm like, you have to know what you're doing. You have to you have to be sure that your randomly generated game is going to be actually fun to play, and Starbound is not fun to play, but it's fun to build in because you have so many nice looking blocks and objects, furniture and stuff. It's it really helps the game. And so I say just make Starbound a creative sandbox because that's its best quality. Don't make it an adventure. A storyline is a I mean it's an idea, but I mean, come on. No one likes storyline in Starbound. It's just it's just a bad storyline. If you could create a better one, then yeah, people would like it. People would like it more. People wouldn't mind that better story because people surprisingly like quality. So how much of this we have? 360, 360, I don't know. 360 sounds like enough, I suppose. So, Pearl Piece. Campfire Insider spaceship, obviously. Boom. Where is it? Where is it? I think it's there. Yeah. One wheat. We don't have wheat, but we can make rice cakes. Rice cakes are actually not that bad, all things considered. Also, I can create sushi, like, almost right now. Because in my ocean base, there is a lot of fish, and you can get raw fish from this. Let me show you. So, yeah, in the ocean, you can basically never run out of food. So you just go a bit down. See this? That's food. It takes some time to get to it, but just watch. Also, you can kind of do something like this, and these things are going to go after it, and they're going to chase any item you drop. So that's a fun mechanic. Don't worry, they're not gonna steal it or something, but just know that it exists. And so now I have sushi. 4 of them, in fact. Which is great. That's why I told you I need to collect that uh, seaweed. That seaweed is actually a tree, surprisingly. So with the mod to more saplings, you get saplings of these so-called trees as well, and they look ridiculous. What? Oh, we have not enough kelp. Cool. Here, eat it. You don't like the sushi? That cat is so gourmety, you know? I prepared sushi for this thing and it just didn't want it. Do we go for bonbons? I think let's go for bonbons twice and then create bonbons. Bonbons, yeah. I spelled it correctly. Which is it's a ridiculous thing. You crafted basically from two sugars. So just imagine taking sugar, combining it with sugar, and creating a really nutritious meal. Yeah, that's cool. Also, I'm going to do a bad thing, not ideal thing right now, but it's going to be a thing that I have to do. Because, you know, wood, wood is good. Okay, that's not good. In the meantime, I think I could increase the amount of sand we have here. The reason it's not good to build trees like this is because what's the point? Breaking them is slow. Why have a slow farm if you can have a fast farm, right? God damn it. I like how usually the object page of my inventory, so this place, is oftentimes just busy with wood and nothing else, just with saplings. Constant saplings everywhere. It's just ridiculous. Also, why did I go here without the workbench? Okay, I said no, what's wrong with me? God damn it. It's always like this. Always. Every time I play, I start forgetting things, messing things up, and so on. Also, I have probably the only automatic farm in this game. This object. It's actually going to give me silk that I don't need, so... Why did I even... Why did I have this thing? So, how's your day? Do you enjoy the weather? You know, it's kind of cold. Yeah, today's actually not been a great day. A lot of pressure drops and jumps and I don't know. I've been sleepy. Actually, I slept till 3 p.m. Then in like 6 p.m. I also took a nap and I don't know why I just couldn't wake up for some reason. But oh well. You know, things they happen. It's all I can say really. Have I ever told you that this series was not going to be fun? I still haven't received any information from my subscriber star account, because they still haven't verified me. I don't know why. I think I'll have to message them again, because I get their concern, but here I am telling people that I'm starting this thing. I even sent them a link to my video about subscriber star in an email. I think I should be, you know, able to get an account. Okay, that's actually enough, because I still want some cobblestone for whatever reason. Maybe good. Okay, that should be... Not sure if it's going to be enough, per se. But it's going to be good enough for now. Also, yeah, it's dark. It's much brighter because you can actually see the glow of my character, but I'm used to not having it. Also, yeah, this thing turned on and now it's collecting silk. Great, isn't it? What a beauty of technology. Okay, so a bit more. And I'm out of cobblestone. Actually, a couple more bits down. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to optimize this thing because the more you have in your screen, the better. So yeah, if I'm going to be like there, no, there, I think I should be fine. So let's start with this thing. And now I think, yeah, I have one more. Do I have more? I may not have more. Oh. Again, building in this game is fun. I think it has to do something with the scale because your character is like 2 blocks thick, 2 blocks wide, and 4 blocks tall. Great proportions, really. It looks cartoony, and yeah, I know I'm using a graphics mod, but still, it doesn't change the shape of your creature, which actually is great, I think. In vanilla, humans are the ugliest race in my opinion, and the best race is just Nova Kid because they don't have faces at all, and they're like silhouettes, and that's why everyone loves them because I don't know, Chucklefish just can't make proper proportions or something. I have no idea. Alright. As you can see, this one is half done and I already have some trees grown. I have no idea what's going on, why they're so fast. That's a cactus. That's a cactus. Wait, for real? Sapling. Oh. You learn something new every day. I legitimately... No, wait. No, it's not cactus. Oh, yeah. I knew that cacti dropped saplings. What doesn't drop saplings? That tree. That tree is going to have a long way down. I can collect some food for now. That might have been a bad idea to anger a big fish, but I mean, no, it's fine. Hello, tree. How are you falling so far? Is that a tree sound? A tree cracking? Why are you making sound as you fall down? And why do trees even fall down in water? You know, trees are made of wood, and wood usually doesn't like to sink, you know? Really, just collecting all these small fish is a good practice. Because fish is considered like meat, so... I mean, the game doesn't really separate meat from vegetables, but meat recipes usually fill your hunger more. Also, there is a way to dig trees or kill trees faster. Let me show you how it's done. So you start from somewhere like there, and then you just go there. And then they all fall quickly. It's hard and tricky to do, because if you start doing this shit, you'll see what happens. Yeah, so if you break them, you have to break them again, and this is annoying. So it's kind of risky, but if you can kind of count when these trees will drop, you can rather effectively kill them like this. Also, there is a thing flying at me. And I can't aim, of course. I can't aim at all. What's wrong with me? Alright. Oh, that's a swamp tree. That's actually pretty cool because, you know, swamp trees. Again, you can see how wide this thing is, right? And it only required like a small tiny little sapling. But now I guess we have more than enough wood. I'll keep some of this here because, you know, I'll actually... Yeah, I think I'll plant some more because, you know, you never can get enough of wood. At least I can't. I really try to calm down my urges to immediately start building something grand and big and useless, you know. But, like, I don't know, I want to enjoy this series at least a little bit, so I'm not trying to speedrun this thing, no way. I'm not speedrunning this game with lags like this. I need a much better PC in order to do this. But for now, we're going to have to go and dig some more cobblestone. And to do this, I need to collect some food. Now, what can I possibly craft? I can make tons of sushi. Whole two, in fact. But sushi is not what I'm interested in. Coral piece, coral creep. Actually, there is a drink I could afford. That drink is from these things. That's a new recipe, reef juice, right? Reef shake, I think, requires milk, right? Yeah, it's milk, and we're not going to have milk for a long while, trust me. It's not the problem of getting milk. The problem is usually that I just don't like to deal with animals for a long while. Okay, so kiwi juice, kiwi jam. Speaking of jam, yeah, we don't have anything good enough for this. Can I not do anything? Oh. Alright, so... Wait a second. I'm missing a great recipe. There is like shepherd's pie, but better from fish. And I don't remember what I need to collect to unlock that recipe. Let's see. Somewhere I had seafood. Ocean surprise. No. No. I think it's fish fingers. No. Well, I guess we'll never know. And yet, I need to put all these things somewhere. So let me check all the items that are food, so I know exactly what I can eat and what is a seed and stuff. I kind of want to have something more in my food collection. I guess I'll get this thing. And now we're off to mine. I can't believe I wanted to showcase this fuel generator, and turns out that I just don't have enough blocks to build things from. That's a bug. That's a new bug. And these are slimes. And I'm MLG Pro at shooting them. I swear. Okay. Honestly, now I don't even remember how to build. I mean, how to build, how to create Steam packs. I know what I need. Like, I need a special table, special crafting bench for it. But I'm like, how? What are the ingredients? The syringe, sure, but then petals? Really? Is it petals? Huh. I don't know. Also, if you're wondering, I have no idea how long it will take for me to finally finish customizing my character because I already have all the things I want to wear in mind. The problem is gas mask head, also known as in this game. And this thing is, let me just say, unreliable. I mean, there is no known way where you can definitely 100% rely on them. And that means, yes, all the gas mask heads are generated in this world, and you can just collect, like, you can copy paste your uh, coordinates in your spaceship and just go there. But I'm just saying that there are no like dungeons where there is a bigger chance of encountering this item. So yeah, there are items that are 100% like buildings related. For example, this scientist outfit I found, it's pretty much just Apex thing. So you just have to search for Apex buildings. But in my case, well, gas mask is not something that is anywhere, like specifically. Which means we're going to have to rely on random. And that means it's entirely possible that I will just not find it even until the end of the game. Unlikely, I guess, but I don't know how much we're going to be exploring. So yeah, who knows, who knows. Uh, well, let's talk about something while this is happening. How about I tell you why I'm not planning to build a money farm? So first of all, I know two money farms. Yeah, two whole money farms. The first thing I tried, it's extremely hard and really not pleasant to build. And the second is meh. It's really unreliable or something like not exactly unreliable, but on higher level planets, you're just going to have creatures that share immunity to this farm. And that means, you guessed it, you can't place it in like really big and rewarding planets like high risk, top tier. Um, I think I'm not going to build a money farm at all because I already decided to sell guns, all the guns I find, which means I'm going to have a lot of money. Yeah, if you don't know, you can just sell these guns and each one of them is like about 1,000 pixels, so it's really great. At least I don't plan to have any more money problems in this game because I've been thinking if I'm going to have a real big farm, like a proper farm, then I could just start a Terramart shipment and that's pretty much it. That means no more money problems ever. I mean, that is if you visit your farm often. Also in 1.4, the version I play, the latest one, I think the perfect armor set is no longer overpowered, so we're not going to get it. It also looks ugly, so... I mean, I can build it, because, well, I mean, Why not? It costs just a couple more pixels, a couple more thousand pixels, like I think 20,000 and that's it, and just a couple of days of farming. But the problem is that it's worse than the top tier set, and if you're wondering, in the future we're going to have to decide between more health, more energy, and more damage. I will go with more damage, obviously, because more health meaning you will have to eat more healing items, and more energy is just you have to wait a few seconds longer, but yeah, you can shoot a little more. The damage set is built for like staffs because you just cast once and you deal a lot of damage. Staffs are not exactly comfortable to use, I should say, because they don't put you like they don't stop you from moving, but they are not comfortable to use and they take a lot of charging time before they can be active. So not ideal. As for, well, I think I'm going to collect all the armor sets, at least that the human ones, because there is no guarantee I'm going to collect every single set from other races. For example, I still have no idea if you can get at least a single item from like Nova Kid collection. Nova Kids were added like as the last race, last official race, and it was like a community created race, and then they added it. Thing about Nova Kids is that they really feel like something of the latest edition, and some things that other races have, they don't. Because there are some things that are, left over from betas, and, well, Nova Kids didn't exist in betas. Well, they did exist in some betas, but not in all of them, so yeah. Because of this, I have no idea if you can actually collect Nova Kid armor at all if you're not a Nova Kid. Also, Nova Kids are ranged race, which is the only difference in like gameplay mechanics in this game between races, because each race is able to create certain weapons. And it's like iron broadsword, iron short sword, and tungsten ones, durasteel spear, I think. It's different for every race, and only Nova Kids have these craftable weapons as ranged. Well, it's really overpowered if you ask me. So, well, what can I say? Nova Kids are really great, but again, their ship, I just hate their ships so damn much. These steam engine trains and spaceships, they just don't work together for me. I don't know. So yeah, I prefer the most vanilla sort of experience as a human, but don't worry, don't worry. We will build our harem of, I don't know, different species, because whatever. I just want to show you what it's like to have a colony in this game, and I don't know really what I would need that colony for. Maybe just for the ship improvements, and that's it. So I think we can afford getting a small little colony and setting it up. They don't require much attention, so that's good at least. And if we're building a colony, it's obviously going to be in some higher level planet, so it's not going to happen soon. And yeah, that means that we're going to stick with our shitty ship for quite a while. Well, I mean, quite a while. I'm going to explore, like properly explore, a planet for the last time. It's going to be a toxic planet. Not toxic, but radioactive tier. And, well, once I'm done with this, I usually just ignore everything in like snowy and fiery planets, because these planets just don't provide you with anything interesting at all. And you just collect the ores, and that's how you finish with them, and you open the entire game for yourself. So yeah, don't worry, we're going to do this. We're going to do this, but not immediately. Also, these things are always worth getting. Yeah, they can poison you, but I mean, if you have something like full belly, it's no problem for you at all. So yeah, I'm fully healed. They can burn you, they can try to blow you up, but oftentimes they just blow themselves up. And sometimes they can give you diamonds, which are pretty useless in this game, but I mean, come on. The best part is when they give you pixels. It's just going to be like 100, maybe 200 pixels, and that's it. But still, it's some pixels. It's nothing permanent, so I would say if you see these things, activate them. Honestly, already I'm kinda tired from all this mining, this stupid cobblestone. Right. Let's have a small drink. Don't worry, I'm just drinking water. Because this time I don't have my tea on me. I actually need to set it at some point. Yeah, cool forest, right? So, how's your day been? No, I mean, this is ridiculous. Starbound, why? We have 1000. Yeah, 2000, and is that it? Just 2000, I think. Yeah, so we have like 1500 of cobblestone to go through. Uh, Instant crafting, I miss you. What, you expect me to comment on something? Well, nothing's happening. I'm just creating cobblestone here. What can I tell you? Oh. And that's the last water I have. Well, what can I say now? It's raining. Yeah, news. You know, that's news. The fun part is, because of this update where you no longer require a lot of fuel, what I'm building here is... I'm not going to need that much fuel ever in this game. And, you know, in 1.2, you had two NPCs you could hire, like two types of your crewmates. You still have them, but they changed their mechanics a little. So they used to be engineers and mechanics. I don't know which one stands for which, like which one does what, but one increases your fuel capacity and the other decreases the cost of flight. Except they work passively on the background. So having just one, for example, I don't know, mechanic, I think mechanic, maybe engineer, whoever reduces the cost, they're going to just work passively and reduce the cost more and more and more, and that means that you just need one single one of them, and they're going to give you max value. It was amazing. But now they changed it so that, for example, having one of the flight cost reducers is going to give you 10% reduce in in your amount of fuel needed. The second one you have is going to give you +5. The third plus 2.5, and so less and less and less every time, which means you can get one, but they're never going to reach their full potential, and you're just going to be wasting your crew, I guess, on shit like this. So, yeah, it's not pleasant, I know. But when it comes to NPCs, this game is extremely deep, surprisingly deep. Like, depending on the occupation, the personality, even friends and enemies, maybe, I don't know, I can't check the code of the engine. But really, a lot of things take into consideration before choosing the occupation of your colonists that you're hiring. So it's not just random, it depends on several factors, and it's really deep and well made, so that's amazing, I tell you. This game is polished, but not polished where it needs to be polished. What the fuck? Ah. Finally. Like, okay, I'm not. I'm gonna collect this, and I'm going to just say, fuck it. I'm not doing this anymore. Not, not yet, at least. Okay, so let's get these thing. Look, they're bright. Man, these things are bright. That's good. Look. I'm so glad I beamed on this planet where I dug so much cobblestone. Let's build this guy here and just forget about lighting ever again. And I used to think that actually no, nothing beats the sign. Signs are overpowered, and everyone knows that, or should know that. There is no better thing that a sign. Signs are the best. Join sign. Hail sign. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm just bored. But I mean, what do you want from me this time? I just require to finish with this room, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to build some walls, and then I'm going to think if I want to decorate this thing a little. So the thing about decoration is that it's probably going to break out of things. So usually, if I play normally, I would just go and be like, I'm not going to be eager to do this later anyway, so I just finish everything immediately. But for the sake of this series, I'm going to actually work more faster than proper. So yeah, like this. How much? 2. Okay. And that's the last one for now. So, hmm. You know, I think I should just build a wall there. I built walls too thick just because they look better, not because it's important or anything. So yeah. Mm. Oh look, 3 fishes, yeah. And I got 1 raw fish. Sad. Uh, Problem being, I don't really count any of these things, and because of this, we can end up with something like having to go and increase the size of this thing. It's not going to be some game breaker or something, but it's just annoying. So I don't I don't suggest you to count things before you build them, but I do suggest you to at least expect that if something goes wrong, you're going to have to fix it. And for this wall, I'm going to use a temporary sand wall, whatever, too thick, whatever. Yeah, because there I plan to increase. This is not as much as we need, but I mean, it's more than what we need. So yeah, it's strange logic, but okay, I see a small hole here. I hope it's fixed now. So what? Oh, it's raining. So the problem with this planet is that this happens. It starts to rain, and you can't do anything about it at all. If it starts raining, your thing will start breaking a lot. And yes, you can't do anything about it. I mean, you kinda can. You can prevent this from happening by just. Well, I want to say by just not building in this planet, but this planet is just too perfect for farming and everything else, and it's the only one where you can actually get fuel. I think we might as well do that in a different ocean, in the frozen ocean, but you know, still it's not desirable. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take sand because you can't see it anyway. I'm just going to put it on the background. This, in theory, should stop this entire thing from leaking. I'm going to try and see if this works. So I'm going to go there and do this. Do you leak? Yeah, you do leak. Oh, fuck's sake. I suppose we need to go around this and... yeah. Alright, let's do this. Let's also do this from some block that I don't need, for example, mud, because unlike mud, sand has at least some sort of use. I can also spam these blocks, because whatever, nobody cares about them. Is that it? No, it's not. Is this it? Okay, we're closer. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, now there should be no leak at all. And the rain has stopped, so we can check it. I have 10 minutes before finishing this video, but I think we can at least get the basics going. So to build this, we're going to need a lot of platforms, just as scaffolding. Basically, the better optics you have, this thing, the less platforms you need. But honestly, who cares when you have stone platforms? They don't cost anything, pretty much. And I can still craft a lot of them. Actually, I think I'm going to craft a lot of them. But a bit later. Also, if you really want to save up on platforms, you can just do this. It's slow, but it's as effective, as you can see. I usually build these platforms like that, but then I just realized it's cobblestone, come on. So how's your day today? You know, the weather is quite nice, it's just a bit cold. I hope you're enjoying your life or something at least. Alright, but real talk. Enough. I have enough of this. I'm going to remove them anyway, it's just scaffolding for now. Right, this is done. Now, I want to have like the option to walk, so I usually take 3. So 3 blocks wide. This is how I'm going to walk, yeah. I'm doing this for no purpose than just convenience, because it's better, it's easier to navigate in like 3 wide areas. Now, oh shit, I hope I can remember how it's actually done. So, let's see. I'm going to put the first blueprint here and like go from there. So I need to put it 2 blocks on the left. Actually, why am I doing this from here? Oh shit. Also, I didn't know that these blocks take this much time to break. I usually break them when I have a better matter manipulator. But again, we didn't spend enough time in the first planet. I don't want to spend enough time on the first planet for now. But I have like super great equipment for it, so it's fine if we go there. Alright, now we're gonna do this all once again, except this time we're going to start from a proper place. So let's say that fuck it, I'm just going to do optics for now. They're much better, as you can see. Technically I don't need this way, but this upper way. I'm going to leave some space here though. Okay, so let's see, what if I do this like here, like... Oh, now that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. That's 3 wide, which is exactly how much we need. And the light is in the way. If you want to put light somewhere, put light, for example, in there. This is a place for light. Maybe. Wrong button. Just click this. Okay, yeah, I think I'm doing everything correctly. Now I'm going to get rid of this part of scaffolding. This one. And now we're going to continue building. Oh, also, again, the amount of these things you can build is determined by how many drains you have. So let's see how many drains I have actually. And again, you can only find them in hilotl cities, which can always be found in ocean planets, and you can find them in the apex settlements, like these big cities that we already visited. Also, if you can't reach something, you can just do this, and this will help you collect all the blocks that are stuck in there. Don't be afraid of breaking things if you don't really... if you can get things from there. It's not going to hurt you. Yeah, I'm doing everything correctly. Also, how many drains do I have? 23. That's shit ton more. I usually have like 10. Alright, thank you, Apex City. Alright, so I could show you like the approximate thing how it's gonna work. So let me just do that. So I'm going to be standing on this platform. I think maybe not. I'm going to be looking upward like this. And I'm going to collect stuff from down there. And I think wait a sec. So what's the perfect height for this? My job is to have this block visible. So let's see. If I do this, I'm still getting this block visible. So yeah, so I should be technically collecting fluids from there. So we'll get to work on that later. But for now, I want to show you how this thing actually works. So we take drains, we put them on these places, like this. And then this is going to be kind of annoying to deal with, but now we need to break this block, the single background block. So I hold shift to select one block, and I hold right click. And then I immediately place the fence gate. It's important to place it instantly, because otherwise you have to break this, put water out of it, and you know, not ideal. So okay, got it. And now we take our lever and we connect. So red one activates, blue one is getting activated. So we want this lever to open gates. So we put the red of lever to blue of the gates. And then this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put a single piece here, a single there. And for now, I'm just going to close this one temporarily, because I don't have fuel in there. And now when I hold this switch, as you can see, oh, okay, so it's not working, it's broken, but you can see that fuel is being generated. I keep forgetting a single thing with these things, so it's the mistake I always make every single damn time I make it. Every time I build this thing, I forget about this. So this should be one block lower. Because this water should, like, this aqueous fuel should go like this. So it should be able to go to both sides. And as it stands, it just touches the fluid here and just drips here. And then, because it's quite slow, because it doesn't rain for now, you get to experience proper working. But I can guarantee it's not going to properly work once, you know, rains happen. That's why I wanted nothing to leak, because this system is like on the upper level, like upper border of acceptable. So a bit more and it's going to be bad, a bit more and it breaks, which is like the most perfect type of thing. And also, you don't have to build it out of iron blocks. You can use absolutely any blocks that are not loose, because good luck building this thing out of loose blocks. I don't want to see you suffer like this, but alright. Let's finish this thing. Again, I'm a bit rusty on the game, so I don't remember plenty of things. I'm sorry for that in advance, but it is what it is. So we gotta take 1, 2, and this is finally how it should be. But I already showed you how the liquid generator works. Why I built this thing for is because I want to put another liquid generator down, like below this one. And because of this, I don't want like water to go there and fall on top of this block and break this system here. That's why I put this line in here. It's purely like for the sake of saving up space, I think. Alright. What I really like is how I'm proud that this is my own work, my own tweak work. So I tweaked all this. I came up with the minority of these ideas. That's quite an achievement for me. Something is wrong. Yeah, it's one block further down. If you're building this for the first time, I suggest you take blocks like, for example, paper blocks or dirt, something that is extremely easy to break. Glass, you have a lot of glass. It's just made of sand, so it's actually important to have this thing placed block by block. And this is what happens when you don't manage this in time, so you just have to break a couple of blocks, you can then do this, and that's it. Alright, so now that's done. We have all the fuel we need right now, so well, almost, but for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Now, let's put fuel in there, and fuel in there, and connect everything once again. If you don't want to jump constantly, you can just make it so that one door opens another like this, but I see no point. Like, unless you don't want to walk a lot back and forth. But for now, just look how fast two of them can work. As you can see, this system it's not going to be entirely perfect, but it's gonna suffice for now. Yeah, and the best thing is you can just set up the camera like this and you can start collecting fuel forever. Unfortunately, it's only the liquid version, but I mean, you can't really get the ore safely. You can't generate ore, so it's not necessary to constantly look at these things, but the thing is that everything that is on your screen you are guaranteed to have loaded, because sometimes there can be a thing. I think it depends on the planet size, but sometimes you can, for example, imagine this. Imagine if the border for the chunk, the part that's loaded, is something like there, for example, right? On this wall. So if I jump there, nothing above water is going to generate. So nothing above water is going to load, is going to work, including these fuel generators. That's why I suggest you to be totally comfortable to just keep your camera at them and make sure they're working. And as you can see, no water is getting generated, because if I'm going to just dump some water here, this is what's going to happen. And as you can see, it doesn't happen. And in order to get rid of all this trash, as you can see here, I usually like to put like giant floodgates, like make a place down and put a single drain, so that I could just press a lever, and just immediately get rid of all the water, and then it's just going to slowly deteriorate in a single drain down there. Also, I have a small little theory I encountered absolutely randomly, and let's see. So the theory is, if you put a platform and break the block behind, it's not going to be generating water, but because it's not generating water in its background, it might start draining it. Is it draining it? It is. So look, it's actually a drain, except it's a bad drain because sometimes if you just walk too far away, if you beam up to your ship, it's going to break. And because of this, it's not really guaranteed, but it is a possibility if you do this like without drains and do this only once, you can safely do this way. Why not? So, also, what I want to show you is that some liquids in this game are infectious, as I call them. So this is what I mean. Let's get some water. So here we have some water, right? And I have some healing liquid. Boom. And it's all healing liquid now. And this applies to acid, healing, and I think it might apply to sewage water, like the swamp water, I mean. I don't remember about that one, but the moment we find some swamp, we're going to test this. As for the oil works exactly like this, except oil is slower, so it's going to be a bit different design. And lava is going to be the trickiest to make, because, you know, when you combine water and lava, you get a block, an obsidian, and blocks are not exactly liquids. So, because of this, I accidentally managed to find a way to deal with this bullshit, and I'm going to show it to you next time, because who cares? Who cares about this game, really? So, yeah. This is my life now. How did this happen? Okay, whatever. Look. I showed you how to create this thing, and we're going to work on it for some other time in the future, I think. For now, I'm just going to build this walking area. It's going to be just a place for me to walk on permanently, so yeah, I'm not changing anything about it anymore. Also, I'm leaving a gap there simply because this gap is, you know, the game is full of bugs, so let's just not give it more reasons to be buggy, alright? Thank you for watching me in this episode. I am not planning on making an intro, making anything to improve the quality for now, because this computer is just not great enough. I mean, when I'm recording, I already get minus 10 FPS by default. So yeah, it's like this. Imagine how hard it is for me to edit things when my editing software just doesn't like to load and crashes and all that shit. Really unpleasant, but it's all because of my video adapter. It's not as good as it could have been, to be fair. For now, I'm just going to check the collections and I'm going to check food. As you can see, we are yet to encounter tons of recipes. As far as I know, only the kitchen counter things are considered to be a part of recipe. So all of these we're going to have to make, and in the next episode, actually, you know what? Let's ask you, do you want me to do one of three things? Please tell me whether you want me to finish the farm, and when I say finish, I mean at least work on the farm. Second, go and explore other planets and get better armor, so we get closer to the end game. And the last is search for Floran clues, which is the main story. We are totally capable of completing it, except it's going to be a bit more challenging, a bit harder, a bit slower. But it's still possible. We are basically one tier above this dungeon, so yeah, tell me what you think. I'll be there reading your comments on DTube or YouTube, whatever. Goodbye.